Oahu, not the only island to see problems with the stormy weather. KITV4 meteorologist Paul Drews continuing our team coverage with more on that. Paul?
Well, Laura, the winds have backed off here in Honolulu, gust only now to about 25 miles an hour. And strong winds have been the biggest problem we've seen for most areas so far. Those winds have been especially strong for Kauai, where very blustery conditions were taking place today. And there are thunderstorms off to the west. And right now, again, Kauai seeing those very strong winds after a very breezy and blustery day. The winds really kicked up for Kauai after the sun came up. By 8 in the morning, gusts of up to 45 miles an hour were blowing through Lihue, and those winds have stayed up throughout the day. The wet and windy weather didn't stop people from getting around, but it did keep most everyone out of the water.
It hasn't been nice at the beach at any point today, and the ocean's a mess. There's whitecaps kind of rolling from probably a mile out to sea. See them just kind of rolling all the way through and eroding some of the beaches. And no one's out in the water down on the south side of Kauai just because it's straight on shore, and we brought in some man-o-war.
The strong winds caused power outages in a number of places around the island and were gusty enough to blow loose objects around yards. On Maui, wind and rain are responsible for a downed traffic signal on Ka'anapali Parkway, according to police, and 2 other traffic lights were also affected by the stormy weather. Power was knocked out to hundreds of residents when a power line was snapped by the windy weather along Kula Highway. And while some golf courses and parks were closed because of the rain, windsurfers didn't mind. They were able to take advantage of the blustery conditions in the ocean and catch some waves. And on the Big Island, the winds are up on the summits, and so is the winter weather. These pictures of snow on Mauna Kea were sent in to our section from Paul Miyazaki. As far as where we can expect the strongest winds as the storm moves on through, with the winds coming in from the southwest, as those winds get pushed up and over the mountains, they pick up speed coming down on the other side. So those downslope areas here on Oahu, like central Oahu and the windward side, are expected to see the very strong winds over the next few days.